Several months after the bullock's death, Algu reminded Sahu of the money he hadn't yet paid. Sahu got very annoyed. I can't pay you a penny for the wretched beast you sold me. He brought us nothing but ruin. I have a bullock. Use it for a month and then return it to me. No money for the dead bullock, he said angrily. Algu decided to refer the case to the Panchayat. For the second time, in a few months, preparations for holding the Panchayat were made and both the parties started meeting people seeking their support. The Panchayat was held under the old banyan tree. Algu stood up and said, "The voice of the Panch is the voice of God. Let Sahu nominate the head Panch. I will abide by his decision." In the last paragraph, we have seen that one of Algu's bullock is dead. But Algu is not aware of that. Okay? After several months, Algu is going in search of money. The money which Sahu should pay him for the bullock. He is just reminding Sahu about the money. Sahu got very angry and he is saying, I can't pay you a penny for the wretched beast. Here wretched beast means beast, animal. Wretched beast, an unhealthy animal. So when Algu asked for money, Sahu is just angry towards him and started to shout, how can I pay you money for an unhealthy animal that you sold me? He brought us nothing but ruin. Ruin means destruction. This beast gave only destruction. I did not gain even a single penny from this animal. I have a bullock. Use it for a month and then return it to me. No money for the dead bullock, he said angrily. So now there is a solution brought by Sahu. What is he saying? I'll say you one idea. You do it. I have a bullock with me. You can use that bullock for 1 month. And after 1 month time, you just return it to me. I have used your bullock for 1 month. So you use my bullock also for 1 month. So everything is tallied there. I can't even pay you a single penny for the dead beast. He just shouted. Algu decided to refer the case to the Panchayat. Now Algu is in a dilemma or in a confusion. He doesn't know what to do. He's thinking over and he's getting an idea that he can just present this problem in the Panchayat. For the second time, in a few months preparation for holding the Panchayat were made and both parties started meeting people seeking their support. Here, Algu decided to take the case to the Panchayat. Here we have both the parties, that is two parties. One is Algu, the other one is Samju Sahu. These two parties, they are going to take their case to the Panchayat. And they started to meet people because the common people should know or should be aware of the problem what they are facing. The Panchayat was held under the old banyan tree. The Panchayat, that same place, the first also the same Panchayat was held under that same banyan tree. Algu stood up and said, the voice of Panch is the voice of God. Let Sahu nominate the head Panch. I will abide by his decision. Now Algu just stood up and said, it was the turn of Sahu to nominate the head Panch. So he just said, I will follow Sahu. Now we can learn the new words and their meanings of this paragraph. Annoyed, angry. Annoyed, angry. Wretched beast, wretched beast. An unhealthy animal. Ruin, destruction. Ruin, destruction. Sahu saw his chance and proposed the name of Juman. Algu's heart sank and he turned pale. But what could he do? The moment Juman became head Panch, He realized his responsibility as a judge and the dignity of his office. Could he, seated in that high place, have his revenge now? He thought and thought. No, he must not allow his personal feelings to come in the way of speaking the truth and doing justice. Both Algu and Sahu stated their cases. They were cross-examined and the case was considered. Then Juman stood up and announced, "It is our opinion that Sahu should pay Algu the price of the bullock. When Sahu bought the bullock, it suffered from no disability or disease. The death of the bullock was unfortunate, but Algu cannot be blamed for it." Algu could not contain his feelings. He stood up and said loudly over and over again, "Victory to the Panchayat. This is justice. God lives in the voice of the Panch. Victory to the Panchayat. This is justice. God lives in the voice of the Panch." Soon after, Juman came to Algu, embraced him and said, "Since the last Panchayat, I had become your enemy. Today, I realized what it meant to be a Panch. A Panch has no friends or enemy. He knows only justice. Let no one deviate from the path of justice and truth for friendship or enmity." Algu embraced his friends and wept. His tears washed away all the dirt of misunderstandings between them. In the last paragraph, we have seen that the problem has taken to the Panchayat and the Panchayat was held under the old banyan tree. It is the second time the Panchayat is held under that same banyan tree. Now, in the second time, who are the problem makers or who are the members present bringing the cases in the Panchayat? One is Algu Chaudhary and the second one is, yes, Samju Sahu. These two members, they are just representing their cases in the Panchayat. Now, it was a chance for Sahu to appoint or to nominate the Panch. Sahu saw his chance and proposed the name of Juman. So now, since Sahu is a cart driver and he belonged to the same village, he was aware of the problem that happened earlier. He already knew that Juman and Algu are now enemies. So, Sahu is just nominating the name of Juman. Algu's heart sank and he turned pale. But what could he do? Now, after listening to the name Juman as the head Panch, something happened to Algu. His heart sank and he turned pale. Heart sank, that means he was disappointed and he became very dull. He doesn't know what to do. He was in a confusion, but he couldn't do anything. The moment Juman became head Panch, he realized his responsibility as a judge and the dignity of his office. Now, Juman is here appointed as the Panch. When he came to that position or when he is taking the responsibility of a judge, what is he doing? Now he is in a high position. He is thinking whether he should take revenge or he is in a great respected by the other members present over there. Now how can he react in that position? Could he, seated in that high place, have his revenge now? So he is just thinking over and over again whether he should take revenge or he should be in a truthful way acting according to. He thought and thought again and again, he is thinking. He is in a confusion. No, he must not allow his personal feeling to come in the way of speaking the truth and doing justice. Now, he is taking a decision that he should not take revenge now. Now it was not the time to take revenge. He just should act in a honest way. He should be truthful and also he should do justice in the panchayat. So he thought that he can be sincere in his work. Both Algu and Sahu stated their cases. Now first Algu is just representing his case. Second, Sahu is just representing his case also. They were cross-examined and the case was considered. Now they just cross-examined, questioning again and again with some witness in order to get a solution. So Algu and Sahu were cross-examined by the head panch as well as the other wise men present over there. Then Juman stood up and announced, "It is our opinion that Sahu should pay Algu the price of bullock." So now Juman is the head panch. He just stood up there and announced the result. The result was likewise. What was the result of the judgment? What was the judgment there is Algu should be given back the money. Sahu should pay back the money to Algu. Even though the bullock is dead, he should be given back the money. When Sahu bought the bullock, it suffered from no disability or disease. When Sahu got this bullock from Algu, it did not have any disability. That means it did not have any illness or injury. The death of the bullock was unfortunate, but Algu cannot be blamed for it. The death of that particular beast or that particular bullock is unfortunate. Something happened which is unlucky. Unluckily it happened. Algu is not at all responsible for it. Algu could not contain his feelings. So now the judgment comes in favor of Algu. Algu couldn't control his happiness. He doesn't know how to express his happiness. He was extremely happy. He stood up and said loudly over and over. Now in order to express his feelings, that is in order to exclaim, he just started to shout very loudly. Victory to the panchayats. Victory to the panchayat. This is justice. God lives in the voice of Panch. Out of his extreme happiness, he just started to shout very loudly, victory to the panchayat. Who started to shout? Algu. Who started to shout? Algu. Soon after, Juman came to Algu. So now, who gave the judgment? Who was the head panch there? Juman. Juman only is giving this judgment. And Juman is just coming towards Algu, embraced him. That means putting arms around somebody as a sign of love. When we feel happy, we just embrace or hug each other. Likewise, the Juman came forward and just hugged Algu. Since the last panchayats, I had become your enemy. That is, the first panchayat was over. From that time onwards, Juman and Algu were great enemies. I had become your... Today, I realized what it meant to be a panch. So now, Juman is saying, today he had realized what is the role of a panch and how a panch or a head person should enact or do his duty. A panch has no friend or enemy. A panch doesn't have a friend or an enemy. He knows only justice. Panch, that is the head person, should have in his mind only justice. Let no one deviate from the path of justice and truth for friendship or enmity. Deviate, move away from particular topic. So here, what the duty of the head panch? He should not move away from the path of justice or truth for the sake of friendship. Algu just came forward, embraced his friends and wept. He started to cry. Algu was very happy. He doesn't know how to react towards this situation and he just started to cry. This tears comes with the happiness. His tears washed away all the dirt of misunderstanding between them. His tears just washed away all the misunderstanding that they had. Misunderstanding was between Juman and Algu. They had some enmity after the first judgment. Now after the second judgment, all their enmity has vanished. This tears has taken away all the misunderstanding between these two friends. Once again, they became close friends. Children, now can you guess the moral of the story? Yes, always walk on the path of justice and truth. Always walk on the path of truth and justice. Let's all try to be such kind of friends. Whatever may be the situation, we always should travel in the path of truth and justice. Whatever may be the situation, we always should travel in the path of truth and justice. For the sake of friendship, we should not change our route. Let's all walk together in truth and bring justice and truth in the society. Let's bring justice in the society and be good friends. Now we can learn the new words and their meanings of this paragraph. Proposed, suggest a name or plan. Proposed, suggest a name or a plan. Sank, disappointed. Sank, disappointed. Turned pale, became dull. Turned pale, became dull. Dignity, respect. Dignity, respect. Disability, injury or illness. Disability, injury or illness. Unfortunate, unlucky. Unfortunate, unlucky. Embraced, put arms around somebody as a sign of love. Embraced, put arms around somebody as a sign of love or hug each other. Deviate, move away from a particular topic. Deviate, move away from a particular topic. Wept, cried. Wept, cried. I hope you understood the story. Please read the lesson thoroughly and work out the exercises given at the back. Thank you, children. Take care.